So this is going to be another movie review. This one's called The Giant Spider Invasion, 1975. I'm giving it 5 out of 5 stars. I love this flick. Creeping, clawing, crushing. That's what the movie poster says. I'm trying to zoom in on this movie poster, but I can't read the red tag on it. Uh, 1975 science fiction horror film, produced, composed, and directed by Bill Rebane, follows giant spiders that terrorize the town of Merrill, Wisconsin, and surrounding area. I watched it on MST 3000 on YouTube, but I posted a link to the full unedited movie for you, the people. Adrian asked me twice. Well, he said, first time he said he was looking forward to another one of my movie reviews. I said, it's going to be a while. I got Ash versus Evil Dead here. Half of season 2 and all of season 3. That's about 6 hours left that I've got to do, and I'm not going to finish it today or tomorrow or Tuesday probably. Anyways, I told him it's going to be a while, and he goes, all good, mate. Then he posted another comment yesterday asking me if I was going to do a movie review yesterday. I told him I'd skip over all this just to do the giant spider invasion, which I'm doing now. And he goes, all good, no rush. Mate, no rush, mate. All right, so here I am. A day later. I wanted to, for you, the people, for you, Adrian. He called me a legend on one of the comments. That was pretty good. Legend of what? Movie reviews. All right. So here I go. The legend. The film was theatrically released in 1975 by Group One Films, and it enjoyed a considerable run to become one of the 50 top grossing films of the year. So the budget was $300,000 and the box office was $15 million. That's a nice profit for the producers. After 3-time ABC network run, The Giant Spider Invasion achieved further exposure many years later when it was featured in a 1997 episode of Mystery Science Theater 3000, which is the version that I saw. It is now regarded as cult classic in the B-movie realm, which is the whole point of this channel. It's got Barbara Hale from Perry Mason. Remember Perry Mason's secretary, Barbara Hale? It's got Alan Hale Jr. I don't know if they're related to each other. He played the skipper in Gilligan's Island. He's got his shirt open and he's telling people to use the yellow pages. Let their fingers do the walking. When they call him about, when the meteor strikes and they call him that they're, to tell him that their car is broken down thanks to the meteor strike. He can't put 2 and 2 together. So he just says, go use the yellow pages. Let your fingers do the walking. Get an auto mechanic. All right. The central plot of the film revolves around the titular spider invasion, which occurs when what appears to be a meteorite crashes down in rural Wisconsin. Spawns spiders of varying sizes. You get a teeny spider, and then you get a big puppet spider. Subplots include Dan Kester and his love-hate relationship with his wife, Ev, Dan's adulterous affair with local barmaid Helga, Dave Perkins' attempts to make out with Ev's underage sister Terry, a fundamentalist preacher leading a revival meeting, and Doctors Vance and Langer becoming romantically involved. The townspeople eventually panic when confronted with the spider. The invasion is deduced to be a result of some sort of interdimensional gateway. All right. Originally conceived as an idea from Richard Ruff, he and actor Robert Easton, a friend of Rebane, were tasked to write the script. By the time the filming began, creative differences led to a script not being made and only pages of dialogue had been written. To motivate Easton, who was told to write 10 to 15 pages a day, Rebane locked him in a cabin, told him to finish the daily task or he would not be fed. The cast of the film consisted of Hollywood veterans. It was tentatively titled The Giant Spider Invasion. The Giant Spider Invasion was shot in Gleason, Tomahawk, and Merrill, Wisconsin in weeks with a budget of $300,000. The University of Wisconsin Stevens Point was also used for filming. Former mayor of Madison, Wisconsin, and future Wisconsin Circuit Court judge William Dyke was an uncredited executive producer helping to fund and find a distributor for the film. Special effects artist Bob Millay was hired to design the spiders for the film. Jack Willoughby was the cinematographer. Rebane's wife, Barbara, worked as a script girl. Tarantulas were used in portions of the film, sent from Arizona through trucking by the special effects crew. While attempting to film a scene where the spider explodes, the effects team covered the prop with gunpowder, had a crew member attempt to ignite it with matches. Despite the entire matchbox, the spider did not explode, and Rebane decided to stop filming. Immediately after they stopped, the spider exploded, causing 2 crew members to get their hair singed and had to be taken to the hospital to be treated for severe burns. Oh, just like Michael Jackson hair. All right. The Giant Spider Invasion was distributed by Group 1 International Distribution Organization, the MST3K guys. Were highly skeptical that this got an international release. The movie was released in theaters in 1975. There's a comic panel of the Giant and Spider Invasion comic book. So there was a comic book made after this movie. In an interview with Fangoria in 1996, Bill Rebane claimed the movie grossed $15 million. Turner Classic Movies claimed the movie made a $22 million return. In the United States and Canada, video rentals of the movie in 1976 grossed to $2.347 million. I didn't even know they had videos in 1976. On television, it was featured on the CBS Late Movie. The Giant Spider Invasion was released on DVD by multiple video companies, including Retro Media in 2002. We like Retro Media. And a director's cut on May 5th, 2009 by MVD Visual. It was released on Blu-ray on June 15, 2015 by VCI Entertainment. On May 31st, 1997, the Giant Spider Invasion was featured on the Sci-Fi Channel in a Season 8 episode of Mystery Science Theater 3000 MST3K, comedy television series in which the character Mike Nelson and his 2 robot friends, Crow T. Robot and Tom Servo, are forced to watch bad films as part of an ongoing scientific experiment. I don't know what all that is about with Pearl. they explain it in the introduction, but it doesn't make sense to me. Regarding the episode, director Bill Rebane thought it was strange, but overall accepted due to its popularity. In 2006, Rhino Entertainment released the MST3K episodes as part of the Volume 10 DVD collection of the series, along with Godzilla vs. Megalon, Swamp Diamonds, and Teenage Strangler. The box set was later recalled due to the rights to Godzilla vs. Megalon being disputed. It was redistributed in the Volume 10.2 collection in 2008, with Godzilla vs. Megalon being replaced by the giant Gila monster. Bill Rebane had a festival given in his honor. The Bill Rebane Film Festival took place in Madison, Wisconsin in May 2005. Hosting the festival were MST3K stars Michael J. Nelson and Kevin Murphy, the voice of Tom Servo. In an article recapping the festival in Scary Monsters magazine, the two noted that although they lambasted the film during their show, they admired how Rebane was able to pull cast and crew together to get the film made. In 2011, it was announced that the movie was going to be remade into a musical. So there you go, a popular cult classic in the B-movie realm. I love it. It's one of those so bad that it's good type movies. All right. So I promised Adrian that I wanted to show him these discs. That was the main reason why I did this video, not because I wanted to please Adrian. I just wanted to show you these discs before I send them off back to Netflix later. For season 3, disc 1. Not much going on there. And I have a feeling the third disc will be the same. So I did all that work just to show you 3 bland-looking discs. Here's the third one. Ta-da! It's the same. All right, let's go down my Netflix queue, see what's coming down the pike. Oh, man, I woke up at 5:45 this morning to get groceries and gas before I picked him up. And it took me a while to get going. Then I get there 15 minutes early. My son's running a little late. We ended up going to Latin Mass. We saw the priest who was talking about ancient Mexican culture. Before the Spaniards arrived, they were ripping out human hearts. And he explained how they did it too. They cut open the torso and then they go up the rib cage and rip out the heart, put it on a circular plate while it's still beating. How come I don't remember seeing that on Apocalypto? Anyways, he was in Mexico. Going on a 6-day trip. So he was talking about how messed up Mexico was with all the dogs in the street and whatnot. Mexico City. All right. Let's do this. Go down my 2 lists here. First one is Netflix DVDs. I got 501 in my queue. I'm curious to see what the 501 is. Netflix keeps adding stuff for my save queue. And always scroll down to the bottom to see what it is. All right, I'm pulling up my queue. Here we go. Any day now. Yes, I want to wait. I'm waiting. So I saw Stephanie on Saturday. That was pretty decent. But there's another Chinese contractor driver that I'm more interested in. She keeps smiling at me and saying hi to me. All right. Uh, 310 to Yuma, 1957. That's coming next week. Then I've got Cannibals, 1980. Warriors of the Wasteland and Cosmos, War of the Planets. Fred Williamson and John Richardson in sci-fi thrillers from 1977. That's 2 hours and 42 minutes. Yikes. So hopefully I'll get those next week. But the rate I'm going with these Ash versus Evil Dead discs, I might not get all three next week. I just have no time to watch DVDs these days. I work like 62 hours this week. The goofball manager at my grocery delivery job, he's trying to cut my hours, but then they don't have enough drivers, and they always end up giving me more hours than I would have gotten on a normal schedule. So it's kind of funky the way that place works. But I got the good manager, the good guy. Oh, here it is. The Fall of the House of Usher. I remember now. 1928. That's the French horror film. From 1928. The Fall of the House of Usher. That one was moved up on my technically I was 4. I was born on December 30th. So I didn't turn 5 until December 30th, 1975. Karate Man's in the chat room. All right. I miss the 70s. Those were fun times. They had evil crazy about all this safety precautions, like wearing a safety belt or smoking in a restaurant, that kind of thing. Now everybody is like paranoid. Oh, that's not safe. Don't do that. All right. Let's go down the list. Well, here it is. Stick, 1985. That's the top of my list. Burt Reynolds and Candice Bergen. I miss the 90s. Yeah, I miss the 80s and the 90s, actually. 91, I was 11 years old, and I was collecting baseball cards. Those were good times. 1990s had the alternative music. The college radio stuff was really extreme. I loved listening to that back in the early 90s when I was in college. All right. So I mentioned Stick. I've got The Forest, 1982. Phantom from Space, 1953. The Dungeon of Harrow, 1962. The Amazing Mr. X, 1948. Damnation Alley, 1977. Shadow Warriors 2, 1999. Law of the Jungle, 1942. Blake of Scotland Yard, 1937. Kansas City Confidential, 1952. The White Cannibal Queen, 1980. Windjammer, 1937. Swampfire, 1946. Police Story 4. Blood Ring, 1991. Hostile Country, 1950. Rotor, The Wrong Road, 1937. You Bet Your Life. Identity Unknown, 1945. Chain for Life, 1952. Untamed Women, 1952. Texas, Brooklyn and Heaven, 1948. Beast from Haunted Cave, 1959. Moon of the Wolf, 1972. Hurricane Smith, 1992. Showdown, 1993. The Best of the Best 2. TNT, 1997. My Dear Secretary, 1948. The Mystery Man, 1935. Bride of the Gorilla, 1951. Dick Tracy versus the Mole, Season 1, Episodes 9 through 12. Letter of Introduction, 1938. Devil's Island, 1939. Angel Town, 1990. Mercenary, 1996. Night Fright, 1967. DEFCON 4, 1985. Santa Fe Trail, 1940. Renegade Girl, 1946. Passport for a Corpse, 1962. Black Dragons, 1942. Cyborg Cop 2. Drums of the Desert, 1940. Shock, 1946. It Lives by Night. Train to Tombstone, 1950. Deputy Marshal, 1949. Broadway Limited, 1941. The Strange Woman, 1946. The Fighter, 1952. Bamboo Gods and Iron Men, 1974. Zero Tolerance. Did I already mention that? Ulterior Motives, 1992. The Rio Chant. The Big Chance, 1933. I'll See You in Hell, 1960. The Case Hostile Country, 1950. Three Desperate Men, 1951. The Star Packer, 1934. The Devil's Hand, 1961. My Outlaw Brother, 1951. Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla. Talons of the Eagle. Riders of the Whistling Pines, 1949. Portraits of Terror, The Final Curtain. Safe and Effective, A Second Opinion, 2022. Dead Tides, 1996. Easy Money, 1936. Swing High, Swing Low, 1937. An Eye for an Eye. And last but not least, The Real Anthony Fauci, 2022. Yeah, lots of action movies in the 80s and 90s. You're right about that, Karate Man. That was the era of the cannons and the PM entertainment. Return to the Batcaves, The Misadventures of Adam and Bert. All right. Karate Man has a recommendation. I can always count on that, Karate Man. Adrian keeps telling me to do more reviews, and Karate Man keeps telling me to watch more movies. So I've got all this to go through. All this. This is like 5 hours. Yeah, Adam West played Batman. And so did Burt Ward. Played his ward. No pun intended. Batman's ward is Burt Ward, the Robin. All right. The Misadventures of Adam and Bert. I'm gonna see if it's on Netflix. Just for giggles, you know. I'm searching on Netflix. It's not popping up. No results. Let's try YouTube. Yeah, you didn't get my joke, Karate Man. Robin is supposed to be Batman's ward, and his name is Burt Ward. I was making a pun. All right. I'm on the Giant Spider Invasion movie review. Looks like an hour and 29 minutes. It says, Return to the Batcave, the Misadventures of Adam and Bert. Karate Man didn't type the full title in there. Oh, you get my joke, Karate Man. All right. Yeah, in the old 40s serial, Batman and Robin, I think Batman referred to Robin as his ward. What is a ward anyway? Burt Ward is an animal welfare activist. Okay. So after a tragic murder, Batman, Bruce Wayne, takes Grayson in his legal ward and trains him to become his crime-fighting partner, Robin. What is a legal ward? He is written by many authors as the first son of Batman. All right, legal ward meeting. In California, I know a ward means a child who is placed in the legal custody of Batman. Oh, really? You like Lee Merriweather? I like the black Catwoman. What was her name? I've seen her in other movies too. They tried to make it more diverse, with Eartha Kitt taking over as the program's final Catwoman. I actually like her better, believe it or not. I'm attracted to white women. I don't know why. Except for the white woman who works at my grocery delivery warehouse. I just bumped into her like Saturday, Stephanie. I said, "Hey, Stephanie, I haven't seen you in a long while." She goes, "No, I've been here. I didn't go anywhere." She's kind of short, though. She's got to be like 4'8", but she's got big shoulders, and she's always wearing a tank top there. in that freezing cold warehouse. I guess she's got yeah, I used to love that TV show when I was a kid. That one in Gilligan's Island. I would sit there and slurp on my spaghetti while watching Gilligan's Island. And then I'd have the marinara sauce would get all over my face from sucking up the spaghetti. I remember that when I was like 5 years old. That's about the only thing I remember. All right. Well, that's the end of my review. I got one more Karate Man recommendation, which I just added to the bottom of my list after the real Anthony Fauci. I've got Return to the Batcaves, The Misadventures of Adam and Bert. So thank you for that. Yeah. In the original serial, the punches always missed. But in this one, they use sound effects like when wrestlers stomp. They punch and stomp at the same time. There's a movie out about Baron von Raschke. Remember that wrestler? The Claw. He always went like this in front of the camera. Baron von Raschke. There's a movie out called The Claw, and it looks pretty good. I used to love Baron von Raschke. He was cool. He was a cool bad guy. He was fun. He was fun to watch during interviews. You can search for him on YouTube and watch him go like this with his claw. Anyways, well, nice chatting with you. I didn't know you were a fan of the Batman TV show. They look kind of ridiculous in their costumes, Batman and Robin, in that show. But of course, Catwoman has got that tight leather outfit or whatever going. I don't know if it's leather or it's just really tight. I remember Batwoman. All right. Cool. Well, thanks for watching my video. Laters.